Hi everyone, welcome to my sewing studio. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and so I thought you might enjoy some Valentine's sewing inspiration for the child in your life. So in today's video, I have 3 free smocking designs for you. If you have some time to smock before Valentine's Day, I have I'm going to show you a romper pattern that I made for my granddaughter last year when she was only 3 months old, and just talk you through the design process and the smocking that I did for that. And then if you don't have time to smock something before Valentine's Day and you only have a few hours, I have a couple options for you, an inspiration that would enable you to put together a fun little garment if you only have a few hours. And that is what I did for my granddaughter for this year. So, but before we delve in, let me introduce myself. I am Lisa, the owner and designer of Pink Hollybush Patterns, a line of children's sewing patterns, most of which are designed for knits and most of which include an option for smocking. So let's start with the smocking. If you do have time to get some smocking done, as I mentioned, I have found 3 plates for you that are free to download. The links will all be down below. So the first 2 are designs by Mishi Mooney. One is for a bishop and one is for a square yoke dress or an insert smocking straight across. And as I said, the links will be down below. Now, if you are smocking for maybe an older child where you need a larger design plate, or you have some time to do some more smocking, the last one I have for you is Reese's Garden of Hearts. It is available on the Pink Hollybush website. It was designed by my good friend Ton Hunka, and again, I will put a link below for that. Now, as I mentioned last year, Nia was only 3 months old, and so I smocked her a sweetie pie romper. And I'm gonna jump over. I actually recorded the video last year, and then life happened and it never got uploaded here, so I'm gonna jump over there and walk you through that design process and show you this finished sweetie pie romper. And then I will come back here and I will show you the options that I have for this year. Hi everyone, welcome. It is a gray, dreary day in Connecticut in January. My husband Rob is off at a Presbyterian meeting. It's a Saturday, and so I am here in my sewing room in my comfy clothes, and my project today is to design a new Valentine's Day outfit for my granddaughter Nia. Well, a couple of years ago, actually, before I had any hopes of a granddaughter coming, I made this little baby's breath bunting out of this beautiful happily ever after knit by Art Gallery Fabrics. And of course, Nia got to wear it when she was born, but I was visiting the beginning of January and we had the little outfit on her, and it clearly she was outgrowing it right at that minute, and it was probably going to be the last time. Maybe my daughter managed to get it on her one more time. I had made the smallest size, and my daughter said, "Oh, Nia, I was hoping that you would be able to wear that for Valentine's Day." And since this was the very beginning of January, she clearly was not going to be able to wear it for Valentine's Day. So I still have some of that fabric left, like 1 yard. And I was like, well, it's the perfect fabric. So we have to do something that is going to fit her come Valentine's Day. Well, originally I thought I'd take the baby's breath pattern and just cut make that same pattern again, but this time only make it as a top rather than the bunting, which is what I did originally. But my daughter really likes to put her in one-piece outfits. They live in Illinois. It's cold. You know, we're talking January and February, so one-piece outfits are her preference. And also, she just likes that that as she's picking me up and doing everything you have to do, that the outfit doesn't get all bunched up under her arms or whatever. So even though I've made a couple things that are sort of tops and little trousers, her preference again is to have that one piece outfit. So what I am working on is a pink holly bush sweetie pie. Now sweetie pie is a new pattern that I've designed primarily because Nia was coming, and so it's not quite out yet, but it will be out soon. But let me take you over to my cutting table and show you how I'm coming with all of this. So here I have the front trousers all blocked and drying, and I was just looking at my different options. What am I going to smock, and just the color, what threads I'm going to use to smock it, and then the color snaps I'm going to use. So in looking at the floss colors, I think I'm going to go with these two. This is DMC 151 and DMC 3341. I think this is a little bit too orangey. This has just, I think, is a little bit better match. This is a little too dull. This 818 looks like, you know, it's really a perfect match, but I think the little bit darker pink is going to show up better as I'm stitching, that this will just blend in a little too much. And then as far as the snaps go, I think this one has a little bit too much purple in it, and this is a little bit warmer pink, so we're going to go with this one. I just like that a little bit better. Now for the smocking plate itself, of course, I have to do something with hearts, but I'm leaning towards just smocking with this honey plate. Of course, if I run out of time, I could do the hearts here off of Twirly Skirt, but I don't know, they're a little bit big, I think, for Nia, and I kind of like how this really shows off those hearts. Won't show off as well, of course, on the print, but I still think I like this design, and I might just go with this one. Nia loved her sweetie pie romper, and it kept her nice and cozy. But this year, she's now walking around. She's a little over 1 year old, and so I have a couple options, one of which is this cute little cozy vest. So the cozy vest that I've pictured here is made out of velour. You can see that I just put a couple fun little appliques on it to pick up that heart. I had a few little scraps of the fabric and the heart fabric that I used for the romper, and so I used that as a lining for the vest. The vest would also be appropriate for a boy if you were looking for something for a boy besides and not just a girl. And of course, the sweetie pie romper can also be for a boy and not just a girl. This year, Nia is now, as I said, a little over a year old. She's walking around and getting something smocked wasn't going to happen. So what I did was I made her this cute little Rosebud knit dress. Now, this fabric is, if you're in the US, it's from Joann Fabrics, and it's an interlock, and it is available on their website and in a lot of their stores right now. So if you're looking for a fun little heart fabric. You'll be able to get it there. And then of course I just used the heart buttons. This pattern is the Pink Holly Bush Rosebud pattern. I used the shorter length because Nia is, she's walking, but she also is still crawling around a lot. So the shorter length, that pattern comes in 2 different lengths. The shorter length is kind of more of like a tunic length, if I could use that example. And then my daughter just pairs it with leggings underneath it. And Nia has both pink and red leggings. So this will just get paired with one of those for Valentine's Day and she'll be all set to go. And while this isn't something that's real fancy, you know, this is real comfortable for her. It's something my daughter will put her in to wear to daycare and, you know, not worry about it. It goes in the washing machine dryer. My daughter actually loves it. The only modification I made to the pattern was I did take out some of the fullness in the skirts. So I took out, I think about 4 inches. I will double check that and put a note on here if it was more than that. But Rosebud does, you could make it fuller and gather the whole thing, but Rosebud, because it does have an option for smocking, the skirts are fuller. And so I just chose to make the skirts not quite as wide and not take as much fabric. So, but I will put a note for the exact amount I did. So I hope that that gives you some inspiration and you enjoy sewing for the beloved child in your life this Valentine's Day. Happy sewing or smocking.